Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we're going to be talking about Hedera and HBAR, so let's just dive in and let's talk about a few things. So first off, I hope all the HBAR variants out there are having a great weekend. It is officially Saturday. Don't know if anybody out there watches UFC or anything like that, but of course there's a huge UFC fight on tonight. For those who do watch it, I want to know your predictions down in the comments below. I know it is a little bit off topic, but hey, it's okay to disconnect a little bit and enjoy some things. So yeah, with that being said, when we are looking at the prices right now, at the current moment that I am recording this, it's about like 3 a.m. Things are looking pretty good. Just to kind of give you guys a quick insight, and I do think that all of you should definitely be, prepared and watching for it. This Sunday is the weekly and monthly candle close. And the last weekly and monthly candle close, well, weekly doesn't really matter too much, but on the monthly, things are looking pretty good. Going back all the way to the last monthly candle close, which was June 30th, HBAR's close was about like almost and a half cents. We are looking at a little bit above that if we do close around like 7.5 cents by like 1 cent change. I know that might not seem like a lot, but it is significant to say the least. And of course, like our last weekly candle close, which I believe was the 24th, we were sitting at about like 7 and almost a half cents. We're sitting at about like the same price that we are at now currently. So hopefully we have a nice little push into Sunday to have a nice little, close. I do think that it is going to be a little bit of a bull trap just to kind of prepare you guys. So I am expecting a pullback on Bitcoin. My levels are like around 22.6K. The level that I do think that we can pump up to is about like 25 to 26K. We might have a slight wick above, might even target 28K. But yeah, we're definitely watching the price action a little bit more closely. Now, also talking about like the Hedera community and talking more so about things being built, we do see this from Barbarian and Puns and Tenant. We do see pause for a moment. The Hedera Heatwave is only just getting started. Decentralized exchanges, Sausage Swap Labs, and HBAR Suite. Staking, native HBAR begins, plus HBAR X-State or HBAR Liquid staking continued. Launchpad, Headstarter.org, and Hedera IDOs/INOs. Hedera NFTs, like things are really heating up. And the funny thing is, I do believe that Hedera is preparing for a massive launch the next cycle. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, when do you think that that's going to happen? Well, honestly, I think that we could range for a little bit of time here. I do think that 2023 into 2024 is going to be a very exciting time. I know that a lot of individuals have been very patient with HBAR. I think that this just gives us a lot more time to not only pack our bags, but also enjoy things like, HBAR NFTs. I've been very much so enjoying the NFT sector on Hedera. You guys probably know me if you guys are, following the, second channel. You guys know that I'm very bullish on, HBAR NFTs and a lot of the projects that are building out on Hedera. And I also do think that NFTs on Hedera are going to be a major spotlight going forward, as the efficiencies behind them and the carbon footprint behind them is significantly, better than every other chain out there. And also talking a little bit more about the ecosystem, we do see here, congratulations to the Blade Wallet team for launching their HBAR wallet on the iOS App Store today. You asked, we answered. Blade Wallet is now available on iOS. You can download Blade Wallet via the App Store today on iOS. And this is great. I do think that these wallets are great for, a little bit more security compared to like a centralized exchange. But please, guys, I do, warn you, please try to store it on a ledger if you guys can, or even like a decent wallet. Anything that is cold storage. I did make a video just recently talking about how you can store your HBAR on a ledger. You guys are more than welcome to go check that out. But I do think that this is, substantial in terms of like use cases and dApps being built out on Hedera. These wallets are critical for not only storage, but also to help like access other dApps within like the NFT sector. And talking more so about that, yes, Hashpack app has just recently, gone into a beta mode, if you will, for the Android app. We actually do see down here exciting news. Hashpack Android has been approved by Google. You can now pre-register for the public beta and, be notified once it launches. We're just applying some finishing touches. And Hashpack Wallet has been like one of the first wallets that I fully supported coming out from, the Hedera ecosystem. And I do think that this is a substantial one. In fact, I do have my native staking already in place for FIS Global, I'm pretty sure. So definitely, take a look into Hashpack wallet if you haven't already. I think that they are a very substantial and a very proven wallet around the HBAR scene, and I do trust them a lot with my HBAR, as you guys are probably all aware of. And yes, I have been, holding my NFTs and quite a bit of HBAR actually for buying NFTs on my Hashpack wallet, and I actually utilize them for, of course, storing, HBAR on a ledger. Now, also talking about NFTs and talking about, storing, HBAR on, a ledger. This is pretty monumental. So we hit 29 million HBAR. It has been fully transacted on Zeus Market, and I actually do have Zeus Market over here. We actually hit about 29 point roughly. Let's make sure that this is fully updated as well. So 29 point almost 3 million at the current moment time that I am recording this. So we actually pushed up a little bit over that level, which you love to see. Also, like 24-hour volume has been pretty stable, if you will. I know it kind of seems like things are slowing down. It's funny that us sitting at almost 700,000 HBAR transacted on a 24-hour span seems like a slow day. Also, we have doubled the total items sold since the middle of July, which you love to see. It's been something monumental, honestly. I truly do love to see a lot more faces coming to the NFT sector around Hedera. I'm actually due to make a lot more content on my NFT channel. It's been a very long time since I actually made some videos on that channel, guys. It's been a very busy month, to be completely honest with you guys. My design agency has been getting slammed with a ton of work, so I do apologize if I have been lacking a little bit in terms of content on that channel. I'm definitely going to get back into the game on that, and there will be a lot more content uploaded around the Hedera NFT scene. Now, also talking more so about sustainability and talking more so about green use cases, we do see here Hedera is moving in on powering the refi movement. This is going to be a big game changer, especially when most crypto is looked down upon due to its environmental impact. It's a great day to be an HBAR holder. And yes, we did see down here in the past 48 hours, Redemption DAO was formed by the refi community to help protect the DRC's peatlands and also rainforest from mass deforestation in order to prevent a potential climate disaster. And of course, you guys do see down here that they, did put this together in less than, 48 hours, which you love to see. And I think that this is great. I honestly think things like this, and also, just so that you guys know, Timeless just went live with their first commercial project with MGU for creating a digital twin to simulate the verification for the first green pig iron production facility in the USA, which we will be jumping into here in a second. But things like this are great for putting a spotlight on sustainability and green use cases around crypto. I also do think that going forward, this is why Hedera and HBAR are going to be leading the race around not only refi but also sustainability and green use cases within crypto. And I also think that this is also why Hedera and HBAR is going to be a very popular name, especially around even NFTs as well. And now talking more so about this Timeless use case. So we actually do see over here, Timeless partners with Magna Mining and Exploration. This is more so for looking into their carbon footprint. I'm giving a little bit more of a viewpoint on it. We actually do see down here that green steel is becoming increasingly important as end users across the globe seek to decarbonize their operations across the supply chains. And yes, 100%, I do think that this is also going to be very large, especially around the enterprise grade area, and major commercial partnerships are most likely going to spur out of control within this. I think that there's going to be a massive demand to utilize the Timeless platform. And will transparently and verifiably generate investment grade guarantee of origin certificates for each ton of green pig iron produced by Magnum. The commercial agreement signals the commencement of a multi-year journey between Timeless and Magnum. Is Timeless's first commercial contract since listing on the ASX, and showcases the incredible progress of the company since its launch in late 2021. I'm actually very excited for this use case. I think that things like this are what we want to see go live on Hedera. And of course, down here, like the timeless certification of net zero CO2 carbon dioxide emissions from the production of our pig iron is critical for us to prove to our customers in the US and Asia that they can confidently use our products, green pig iron, to produce the green steel demanded by the market. The demand for green pig iron is growing worldwide, and this and other future projects planned by Magnum is well positioned to supply this market with our low cost and net zero certified carbon products. And yeah, I love to see this. And also, a lot of this is, like I said, it's all basically powered by Hedera, which is why they are being able to not only utilize this at such a low cost, but also reach net zero. And I think that this is just going to be a major use case around like the commercial grade area, which I think that a lot of people definitely should be paying attention to. And of course, last but not least, what you've all been waiting for. The modern central bank tapping into the power of technology innovation to maintain stability in a new era. It goes back to July 13th. This is from MTech. You guys know, MTech has, partnered with Hedera and many other names around the world to really kind of usher into the new, financial industry. Central banks, fintechs, regulators are all on the board. This is basically their image. Key takeaways. Regulators are tasked with preserving stability and ensuring compliance to regulations. Innovative, fintech solutions make both challenging. The regulatory sandbox platform as a technology solution allows space for both needs, compliance, and innovation to be met. Regulators can use the sandbox platform to safely assess new products and tech with data while in market. As a central bank, between the ever-increasing number of new fintech solutions and paper-heavy process, the task of creating a new regulation framework for each new financial innovation seems Herculean. And meanwhile, new fintechs come along to tell you that they have software platform, that will streamline finance, bring inclusion to new customers, and even accomplish world peace. Who could say no to all that? However, even if you want to say yes, it takes a long time to put a new framework in place. And this is what I actually want to put a spotlight on. When we talk about, central banks and we talk about CBDCs really kind of ushering into this digital, regulatory sandbox, more so that kind of creates a streamlined process for adoption of use cases like, for example, Hedera's, stablecoin issuance, and use case value on their DLT, which we've talked about a little bit with, I think it was Standard Bank. And there was also one other one that I actually forgot the name of, to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, around that use case, that's something significant. And even talking about the Project New Dawn, which we talked about with the US CBDC, all of that stuff is kind of halted by regulation. So when we really kind of look at this, we do see them saying to prepare banks and FSPs for a new technologically focused era of banking, regulators need to be open and their frameworks need to allow for new regulations, products, and apps to be grafted in. They play a key role, and with the right regulatory sandbox, regulators can adopt innovation that inspires more financial inclusion and resilience of their financial markets, assess fintechs to make sure they can meet regulatory requirements, foster collaboration, while maintaining their independence, build a regulatory frameworks, for post-sandbox stage that are backed by data. By partnering with MTech, give fintechs a platform to receive feedback and understand regulatory requirements, and be ready for regulatory review. Which is also why I do believe that, initially on, right around this new financial sector, MTech with Hedera Hashgraph, which we do see here, has always been a spotlighted use case because of Project New Dawn, where it basically said Hedera would be the trust layer behind CBDCs and the new financial system. Do I believe that still is the case? Yeah, I do believe that it will be. I think that Hedera will play a pivotal role within the modern banking scene. But I also do think that MTech is preparing Hedera to be fully compliant and meet the regulatory demands of these major regulators around the financial district, which is also why I do believe that Hedera will play a pivotal role within this area, not only because of them being extremely green, but also because of the efficiencies around Hedera itself. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications, notifications, more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all, have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.